This is Sharon Johnson. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Woodside Bowlrama. This, the 6th week in the first round. It's the Ladies Singles Candlepin Championship. I'm Bruce Stephen with my co-host, a man who has the highest reputation that money can buy, Jack James. Welcome once again, Jack. Week number 6. We are well into it now. We've put, 10 bowlers into quarterfinal play and 2 more set to go here this evening. But let's go back 7 days again and review the match we saw a week ago. A match that saw a great performance by Marilyn McLean and a pretty good performance also by our rookie Linda Bowden.
Very good match, Bruce. And Marilyn McLean bowling leadoff set the pace very early with 4 in a row, 1 strike and three spears, I should say, in a row, and then finished with the strike and a spear. There it is there for a 149. She ended up with a 247, but that first string put a lot of heat on Marilyn Lukes and Josie Moore and Linda Bowden. And anyway, Marilyn Lukes, who had a tough first string of 86 and came back with 105, she finished at 191. And then you look at Josie Moore, also had a tough first string at 98 and 104 for 202. And Linda Bowden that finished second, she was 115 and 104 for 209. So she's finished second, and I picked her for fourth, so that's understandable. And Marilyn McLean I picked for second, so she did finish first. So anyway, one of the two, like you say, but it was a good match overall.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all, really.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Marilyn McLean and Linda Bowden as they move on to quarterfinal play. Well, as we said, 4 more bowlers lined up to bowl in this one. Let's meet the bowlers, and we'll meet them in the order in which they're going to bowl. Our leadoff bowler is new to our Access Cable cameras. She's Michelle Slade from Dartmouth. She bowls out of the Forest Hills, Pine Street, at least Forest Hills, Baisley Lane Center. There is Michelle. She has an average of 110, an excellent average. 163 is her single. 387 is the high triple, owned by Michelle Slade, our leadoff bowler. Bowling second will be Jennifer Cameron from Cape Sable Island. She's bowling out of the island lanes down there now, has a 112 average. 169 is her single. 403, excellent triple, owned by Jennifer Cameron. Bowling third will be Sharon Johnson. She's been here many times before. Out for fun, that's the team, and that's her motto. She comes from New Minas, bowls out of the New Minas Fairlane Center. 104 is Sharon's average. 167 is her single, and 417, excellent triple, owned by Sharon Johnson. And our fourth and final bowler, and she's been here before, Michelle Lane from Sackville. She bowls over the Halifax Fairlane Center. Michelle has an average of 113. 171 is her single, and an excellent triple, and a member of the 400 Club. 401 for Michelle Lane. Those are the 4 bowlers then. Great credentials from all 4 bowlers, and they are lined up to do battle here, but there are only 2 spots available in the quarterfinal play, and Jack is going to tell you now, in case you have to go somewhere, how it's all going to end up.
I got a whisper here now. The girls are pretty close. But
yes, they are.
Michelle Slade I picked for third because I don't know. Okay, and Jennifer Cameron I picked for second. Okay. Coming from the island lanes down there, I know that they're very hard lanes down there, and I've watched her warm up, and I'm very impressed with her. Sharon Johnson I picked for first because of experience, and if her second ball is working, she's going to be tough to beat. So, and then I picked Michelle Lane for fourth.
Okay, got those numbers.
Pardon?
And the folks at home, Jack, got those numbers too. You'll be hearing from them when they write in, and we encourage you to do that. And we will make it a little bit profitable for you too if you want to drop us a line. Card, a letter, or a postcard. There is the address, Bowling and Books. How come? We'll tell you why. Because each week we're going to draw a name from the mailbag, and we've done that in 5 weeks now, and we're giving away a copy of my novel, Thy Kingdom Come. Bowling for Books is the address. Suite 100-145, 1600 Bedford Highway, Bedford, Nova Scotia, B4A1E8. That is the postal code. And we remind you once again, and remind the bowlers we should, double strike. The first bowler to get one gets dinner for 2 at Swiss Chalet in Lower Sackville. Compliments of Paul and the folks out there at Swiss Chalet. Stage is set, Jack. We're all set to go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the opening bowler, Michelle Slade, as she gets up now. And she will prepare to bowl through the first couple of frames and start this one off. And this is really tough on a rookie when she has to be the first bowler up, Jack. And doubly tough because guess what? It's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
25 years old for Michelle Slade. I tell you what, though, Jack, she has got excellent, at least,
She doesn't look a day over 19.
No. Now,
Great shot.
notice something about this young lady, just 25 years old today, originally from New Brunswick. She represented New Brunswick not once, but twice in the 5-pin nationals, Jack, in the youth bowling program. So she's been in pressure situations before.
Well, the reason I picked her for third, I mean, she's with all potential. She's got to be a dark horse, a very big dark horse. But I've never seen her bowl, and what I've seen so far in that first box, I like this, and
Boy,
she's in the pocket. So I think this match here, Bruce, you're going to need about 230 something to get in.
I think you may be right.
What do you mean, maybe?
I think you may be right.
I am right. Never mind this maybe stuff.
Right on the pin. So Michelle Slade opens with a 9, takes a little sigh there, but gets the spare in the second frame, and it's a good start for Michelle Slade. Their opening couple of frames. Now, this is Jennifer Cameron, sponsored by the Island Lanes down in Cape Sable Island. She's the daughter of Marty and Frank Cameron, who own the Big Shot Lanes at Muscatobit Harbor. Originally from Sackville, Jennifer Cameron.
Good stuff on the ball.
And Jack, you picked up on it very quickly when you noticed the average of 112. That's at the Island Lanes. It play a little tough down there.
Yeah.
So, quite frankly, these lanes here play a little easier than down there. So that 112 average could be higher.
Oh, it definitely would be. Probably be about 120 here.
Back
Good
on the
9.
front end there and picked up the 9 to open. Former YBC champion, has a 403 triple, member of the 400 club. Daughter Jana, 2 years old.
Got a good release.
Yeah.
Triple bleed, 5-7.
That is a little rough.
What do you mean a little?
That is a little rough.
I'm going to pick on you this one. I didn't pick on you the last show. Somebody asked me if I was sick.
And you said always.
Eight and a 9, 17 for Jennifer Cameron. Now, here's the girl that should show these other girls what it's all about. I'm really going to put the heat on Sharon Johnson.
Well, Sharon Johnson been here many times before. She's an excellent bowler and hits well there, but doesn't get much.
Well, she got 6, maybe 7. No, 6. Now we got a tough shot. The wood rolling back here, but I would play it on the left-hand nose, going into the 2 pins.
All right.
What do you mean, all right?
Tough to get the 5 and the 10, Jack.
She went on
went the other
right
way.
side, yeah.
Sharon Johnson is sponsored by the Fairlane Center in New Minas.
Great scoring alleys
Hello
down
to
there.
Frank and all the crowd down there. Yeah, they score well down there, no doubt about that. Comes out of that with an 8 to Sharon Johnson. Sharon with an excellent triple of 417. Reads a lot, likes to cook a little bit. And likes to play Scrabble, but says tough to find anybody to get that, at least to play that game anymore.
Yeah, that's an old game.
Yep. We talked about the Out for Fun team. She's been bowling on that for many, many years. In fact, she's the captain of that team. A couple of sons, and Ryan and Devin. A little bit about Sharon Johnson. Oh. She's got the arm all bandaged up there, Jack.
Yeah, she wears that quite a bit. I don't know,
Yep.
tennis elbow or what you call 7 and 8 for Sharon Johnson, which is not very good.
No, not a great start for Sharon. That'll bring up Michelle Lalane. And as we said before, she's been here.
Yeah.
Member of the 400 Club also. So 3 of the 4 members are 400 Club members. And Michelle Slade has a 387. 4 excellent bowlers here. Right on the front end there. She lives on Canting Drive in Lower Sackville. And by occupation, she's a cook, Jack, so she could get together with Sharon Johnson. She likes to do a little cooking. We play our cards right. Maybe they'll do us up a meal. Sweet and sour meatballs from me, Jack. How about you?
Sounds great.
All right.
There's a 9 there for Michelle.
Put the order in. Once again, Mel O'Leary, our lob and foul line judge. He's been here for every match so far in the competition, and in many years prior to this, does a great job. And Janice Langley, as we watch Michelle here. Janice Langley keeping score in-house here at the Woodside Bowlrama. Jack, how about this shot?
Well, one is rolling up and one is rolling back. Now what I do here is I play the one over on the left, either end.
She did, and probably got about as much as that as she could have. That was tough.
Tough break when you get to 7 and 9, but play for 10.
And she does get 10 there. All 4 bowlers now. Couple of frames under the belt. Back to the top of the order once again. And Michelle Slade.
The birthday girl.
Yeah, 25 years old today. And Michelle, only bowler with a mark. She's our rookie. She's on that mark right now with a spare.
She got 4.
4 on it. Ooh,
not bad.
a little fine. Not a bad setup here, though.
Well, she set up for the wood is rolling up, possibly 9.
And it is 9 pins for Michelle Slade.
Well, she's at 32 for 3, so she's 2 over par, and would love to have a mark in this 4th frame.
Michelle likes to travel a little bit. She's not bowling, but her real interest is her 3 cats, Jack.
Middle pin here. Could
Got
make
them all.
that, yeah.
Oh, it's cut in behind the 4.
What do you mean got them all? I said middle pin is all I said. I didn't say it would go. Gotcha. Good
And
pin.
Michelle gets a single pin there.
42.
Jennifer Cameron back up, 9, then an 8 to open. Goes to the other side. Or at least gets up on the lane. We expected a high-scoring match, Jack. Hasn't really started off that way. Of course, it's early on.
I think it'll warm up.
They used the 1, the 2, and the 2 corner pins, of course, the 7 and 10. Piece of wood in behind, just about touching on the 2.
Good shot. The girls all have good styles and good release of the ball. Nine.
9 there then for Jennifer Cameron to the other side. A week ago with Marilyn McLean. Excellent. 149 to open and a 98 to go to 247.
Look out.
Big hit there.
Not
Pretty
bad.
solid 6 and 8 though.
How about 6 and 9?
Or 6 and 9.
Have another drink of water.
You put something in my water, Jack.
Yeah. I'd like to. Good shot.
That is a good shot. But Jennifer Cameron splits the 6 and the 9.
Beautiful shot for her. That was her first spear chance. That puts her at 36 and opening the 4. So Now here's Sharon Johnson, who is I should say, the statesman of this group.
She struggled a little bit with
Yeah.
an 8 and a 7 in the first couple of frames.
Still hasn't found the front pin yet.
No, she hasn't. And that's good news for the other three bowlers, because when she's there, she's deadly, and she was there that time. And she picks up the spare.
Where you going New Year's?
Boy, there's a good question. Bowling.
Bowling.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Tijuana.
Again?
Again.
Good hit
over.
On the mark. It's going to be a good setup for the spare.
Good 7.
That wood frozen, Jack?
I believe it is, but she's going to have to hit right on the right of the pin and the dead wood at the same time to get this.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She's got it. Just turned and touched the 9 pin, and that was enough.
Never any doubt.
No. Michelle Lelaine is up now, open with a 9, then a 10.
I was watching a ball game last night. David Wells was pitching the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'll tell you, he threw one that had to be a foot outside, and the umpire called it a strike.
Didn't go to the instant replay on that.
Oh, gee, no. But I'd like to say, if you're around the plate and you got your control, the umpire,
oh,
great
big
shot.
For Michelle there.
Yeah, that's
for Michelle Lelaine.
That's 3 in a row now, Bruce.
A couple of Michelles on here, so.
Yeah, don't get confused for God's sake.
Well, Jennifer Cameron had a spare. Sharon Johnson had 2, and now Michelle, so that's actually 4 in a row now, Jack.
Thank you for picking me up on that.
All right.
I appreciate that. That's why you're here.
Someone's got to keep an eye on you, Jack.
7 on Michelle, that's a good count.
Yeah, but she's left herself a tough spare chance.
No, it's not tough. What's
it's
tough about it? Explain yourself.
8 and the 10. There's no wood to consider. Not surprising she didn't get that. That was a tough shot.
You're getting very, very good. I think I'm going to stay home.
Promises, Jack.
Picks up an 8, puts her at
there.
44. So.
Well, it's early days on Jack, 4 frames in, but we're going to take a look at the scoreboard and the early numbers. And when we do that, one of the things we'll notice is there are 5 marks up there, 2 owned by Sharon Johnson, and 1 each by the other 3 bowlers, Michelle Slade, Jennifer Cameron, and Michelle Lelaine. And on the scoreboard, 2. Because of that situation, it is fairly close, but a good start really for all 4 bowlers, Jack.
Very good start. They're all in the 40s, Bruce, for 4 boxes, which Jennifer Cameron is open on a mark, but she's at 36, so we'll put her in she'll go over the 40s. And right now, Sharon Johnson is setting the pace at 42 with the ball working, but all the other girls are very close, as viewers can see out there. 44 for Michelle Lelaine, and Michelle Slade is at 42, and Sharon Johnson, like I say, is 42 with the ball working. So it's all very close. It's going to open up here in the 5th and 6th.
Good match so far. Let's go back to the action once again and take a look at Michelle Slade as she gets up now to bowl through the frames 5 and 6 of the first string.
We got to sing "Happy Birthday to You."
Guys, I'm trying to get the attention of the guys in control room there. Can we get a recording of that? Jack
look
doesn't have to sing.
Look at that.
Yes.
See? I sang "Happy Birthday" to her, and she got a strike. All right.
Okay.
I'll sing "Happy Birthday" again. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The pain.
Oh, my. Get another one.
Double strike
Please.
for dinner
Yes.
for 2. Didn't happen.
Oh, man.
In the running for that Swiss Chalet dinner for 2. The Swiss Chalet out in Sackville on Sackville Drive.
Will this shot go?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Just has to be around the 2 pin. There it is.
You're getting positive, too,
Well, I
Bernard.
want to tell you, that's a nice couple of frames for the rookie, Michelle
Happy
Slade.
birthday to Michelle.
It had to be the singing, Jack.
Well, I'll sing to her the whole match if she's going to do that.
Just think how good she would have done if you had been on key. This is Jennifer Cameron. She's open on a spare. And the action picking up. Michelle Slade setting the pace.
Well, look at the box. We're in the fifth and
Look at
sixth.
this. That's right. The key ones. Oh, look at this. She would love to have that one.
No, that doesn't want that one to fall. Ruin her shot.
Oh, no, she would want the single pin. Hello.
Yeah.
All right, Jack, tell me about this.
Play right over by the 10 on down to that front wood, right on the end.
Okay. She didn't like that, Jack. She went after the other side.
Yeah, no, that was wrong.
Well, that's easy to say after the fact, Jack.
Well, here's her. Should have played it right. Well, she had
Oh,
hit
yeah,
the end
right
of
there. That would have been good.
She had to touch the end of that wood. That was the shot.
Okay.
No, she's an experienced bowler. She might have seen something that I didn't see, but now if it was you up there, I could understand. I could understand. Give it to her. Give it. Come up and freeze. Thank you.
I don't know if they did or not.
You going to give it to her?
She's going to go right on the pin.
But
even if she's over to the right a little bit, she's going to make this
This is a piece
shot.
of birthday cake here.
Doesn't want to miss on the left.
No, piece of birthday cake. Chocolate icing. It's a kind of hush.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Ooh, baby.
Gee whiz.
What happened there? That was
Jennifer Cameron, that's not good.
Faces in the crowd. We see Chuck Slonwhite. Who? Charlie.
There it is. Good 10.
Charlie didn't make it in the men's competition this year.
He didn't.
Which is that means that...
That's why he's so unfriendly. I didn't know
Well,
that.
I tell you, that's one thing you can't say about Charlie
No,
Slonwhite.
Charlie's a good ambassador for bowling.
Just like this lady, Sharon Johnson.
She's on a spear.
Always has a smile.
Needs a bunch. Not bad.
Look at this. Gonna get it. 9-pin break. Gonna have a nice little guide. Well, sorta. Oh, yeah.
That's a piece of cake.
Not gonna miss this one.
Okay, partner.
See, there's a couple of options here, Jack. Gonna say she took them off the nose. She did.
You're always after the fact.
Well, what other options did she have? There's only 2 there.
Explain yourself before she makes the shot. I mean...
So another mark for Sharon Johnson. 3 in a row now. It's cooking.
You're starting to count better.
I told you she liked cooking. She's cooking. Oh, that's not
Off
so
the
good.
head pin, picked up 4.
Only 4 in a mark.
Puts her at 65. 5. This is the kind of shot she makes. Not down there.
Mel O'Leary's got the shades on again. Mel says, I wear those. He said, they think I'm asleep, but I'm not. But you know what? I don't believe him. I think he gets a little tired, puts the shades on, and catches a few Z's. Oh, boy, that's not a great
5
box there for Sharon Johnson. She's been hot and cold, ran out 3 marks in a row, then picked up a 5 box.
Well, she's still in good shape. 70 for 6, 10 over, but...
Michelle Lelaine is up on the approach now. Michelle, 9, then a 10, a spare with 7 on it, then an 8. That's a 44.
Get over. Good action.
Going to have the feather shot. Piece of wood. Is it frozen?
Yes. Now you know how you make this shot?
Yeah, I know how you make this shot.
How?
You play it down low in the wood and that's behind the 1 pin.
No.
Now you're going to tell me how to play it. Now that it's after the fact. You talk about me.
The ball went right by that 10 pin in the channel. It should have taken out that 10 pin. And don't be stealing my thunder.
So what's your point here, Jack?
She's got 9.
9 for Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens this time. See what Jack and I can argue about.
Well, I gave you a chance last week to...
Yeah, you were a little docile last week.
Don't be using them big words on me either. Oh, my nerves.
Oh, Jackie.
Okay.
This is Michelle Lelaine up on the approach.
All in a bunch.
Yeah, nice young lady from Lower Sackville. She's single, Jack. That'll make you happy because you were the guy that said about marriage, just a bunch of mouths to feed and one great big one to listen to. Wasn't it you that said that?
No. Not
Michelle
write my
gets the
book, I'll
9.
tell you. And here's the birthday girl, Michelle Slay. She's open on the spear and
Yes, she is.
in pretty good shape. Happy birthday to you. Picks up a good 6 and a wobble.
6 on the mark. Shaky deuce.
Puts her at 78 for 6. It's a tough shot with that wood in there.
You called that right, partner.
What, you think I was going to call it wrong?
It's happened. More often than you'd like to admit, I'll tell you that. And she gets 2 of those 3.
Good 9.
Comes out of that with the 9 after getting 6 on the spare.
Puts her at 87
side
for
now.
7.
Yep. You just joined us. We're into week number 6 now.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, it's not
Yes,
working.
if you just joined us, that is Jack. Week number 6, round number 1. After this week, we'll have but 2 rounds to go.
Beautiful
Take us
setup
to
here for
quarterfinal
Michelle.
play.
Hits the front pin. Give her a spare.
Okay. On the front, she's got the spare.
Another good call. All
Uh-huh.
right.
Well, that's 2
Happy
for 2.
birthday to you.
This is Jennifer Cameron. Somebody check that guy's ocean spray, will you?
I did get a bottle of water.
I see that. I was starting to feel the ocean spray, so I switched to water.
Okay, here's Jennifer. No.
Wow. We saw Marilyn Lutz do that a week ago, Jack, I think. Jennifer Cameron. To make crafts and do a little gardening. She was a great youth bowler. Has turned into an excellent bowler in general.
Here's a bit tough 6.
That is a tough 6 for Jennifer Cameron. She carries a 112 average on a center that's not to knock it, but plays a little bit tough, or maybe we should just say plays true down in Clark's Harbor. Does she want that one? I would say so. Not going to happen, though.
Good shot here.
Oh,
Ooh,
through
that
the
was
hole
close.
for Jennifer Cameron.
Play the safe 2 in the corner, I believe.
There it is. Oh, she played that wood or not. Looks like she was just
6
searching
and a
up there a
7,
little bit. Well, that's tough for Jennifer Cameron. That'll bring up Sharon Johnson once again. She was on a roll in 4, 5, and 6, had spares with 7, 9, and 4 on them. But then in the 6 had a 5 box.
Well, I mean, she can afford to have the 5 box of 3 in a row, and she had it in the middle of the string, so.
Yeah. Well, right back on target, but left a tough spare chance here, Jack, with the corner posts.
Mm-hmm.
And there goes the only thing she had going for her,
Yeah.
the wood.
Well, take 1 and play it on the inside, bounce it off the pillar, and she deserved a lot better than the goal post, I'll tell you.
Yes, she did. Pretty good hit.
Nine.
Got the channel. And she will settle for a 9 as Janice Langley marks it up on the big board in-house here at the Woodside Bowlrama. A couple people asked me when we talked a week or so ago about the Woodside Bowlrama, Jack. They asked me 2 questions as we watch Sharon here. What's this cosmic bowling? There's cosmic bowling here and also at the Bayers Road Center and the Bowlrama Center on Bayers Road and at the South Center. So we're going to watch this shot here. I want to tell you a little bit about this cosmic bowling.
Gone.
Good shot. Great shot for Sharon Johnson as Michelle Lelaine gets up. Cosmic bowling is bowling under black lights. There's a lot of fluorescent glow and music and lights and stuff, and it's pretty darn impressive. If you want to check it out, you can do that here at the bowlrama in Woodside, or Bayers Road, or the Solt Center, Fryfield. But it's something relatively new, and Michelle Lalaine almost picks up the strike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't see that. I should be looking at the monitor. I thought she had a strike.
Well, she's got a mess of wood there.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's going to go left a little bit, I think, maybe. Oh, man.
All right.
So, big mark there for Michelle Lalaine. So, that was the first thing they wanted to know about cosmic bowling. They wanted to know, what are these bumper walls for kids? And we'll tell you about that in a second. Something a little bit new in bowling, too.
Yes.
Pulls the string on that one, a 9-pin break. Will she get that? No.
Oh, it's frozen. Very good setup.
Yeah. Bumper walls for kids, a little deal where you can flip the gutters, and they put up a wall so the ball won't go into the gutter so the kids can score higher. Great idea for young bowlers. Michelle Lalaine puts together back-to-back spares. He jumps right back in the heat of the action. But all four bowlers, well, three of them going well now still. Jennifer Cameron with one mark struggling a little bit, 8 frames now into this one. We're going to go to the numbers once again and take a look. And as we say, 3 bowlers, Slade, Johnson, and Lalaine, all open on marks now in the 8th, but Jennifer Cameron, and she's a good one. Jennifer Cameron, though, struggling just a little bit, sitting 3 under par at 77, Jack, and but she can string them out.
Well, she's not that bad, really, but you're looking at the top of the score sheet, I should say. Michelle Slade there has 3 spares, 1 strike. She's at 97. Right now, she's our leader, and Jennifer Cameron, like you say, is at 77 with 1 spare, and she's not too bad off. Pretty good shape. Then you're looking at Sharon Johnson, who is at 89 and open with the ball working. Very good shape. And Michelle Lalaine, that just come on here with 2 in a row. She's at 91. So it's a good match. Whoever gets a mark in these last 2 boxes can take a little bit of lead going into the 2nd string. Right now, it's very close.
Yep, absolutely. 4 marks each for Michelle Slade and Jennifer and Sharon Johnson. Michelle Lalaine with 3. Let's go back to the bowling then. And Michelle Slade, as she gets up, open on her spare, sitting, as Jack mentioned, 97 and open right now.
Happy birthday to you. Now she'll get a mark.
Well, on her mark, she gets 5.
102 for 8. Where's our scorekeeper?
Couple there. And a
Lovely
nice
10.
cleanup there. Good looking 10.
112 for 9, so I'd like to have a mark here for the 130 game. She got a real nice delivery.
She really does. As we said off the top of the show, she represented New Brunswick twice at the Nationals in 5-pin. So she has that 5-pin style, laying it down, Jack.
Yeah.
Smooth bowler. Very impressed with this young lady, Michelle Slade, bowling well on her birthday. That's why Jack keeps tossing those little tunes in there every now and again.
121. She almost bowled her birthday age. It's 125, but she'll be happy with 121. Very happy, I should say.
And making her first appearance. Jennifer Cameron now. A couple of frames to go to the halfway mark for Jennifer. She'd like to pick up a couple of marks and climb right back in this one.
Well, just one with a good count would be okay.
She has 1 already, 1 spare with 9 on it.
Here she goes. Good spirit chance here with the 5-9.
Absolutely. Oh, no. Jennifer. That is really tough.
Just hasn't got her 2nd ball today, or in this 1st string anyway. And 9.
This is a real good bowler in Jennifer Cameron.
Oh,
Not
no
used
doubt.
to seeing her miss those. However, she has this frame and another string to come. That's tough.
Yeah. Good out. Yes.
Whoa!
Oh, good hit.
One pin away again from marking. Pretty routine here, Jack.
Eh? I never said a word. 95 for Jennifer with one mark in the first string, so she's not that bad. Really.
Sharon Johnson is up now.
She's open on her mark, and she's at 89 for 8, so she'd like to load this and get another one. She's
Got 5 on that one. And left 5 in a bunch. See what Sharon can do with this.
Put it in with her thick.
Ooh.
She did and left a 5. Good clean hit. Should have had.
And it will be a 9 for Sharon Johnson.
93 for 9, so a spare here would, if you want it, get her up to the 120.
It's at 103 for 9.
I'm sorry, yeah, it is 103. I've been known to make mistakes.
Yeah. I remember back in 67, Jack. It was reminds me of Jack when he asked the doctor if he ever made a mistake. The doctor said, yeah, I once cured a millionaire in 3 days. He could have milked him.
Yeah. Oh, chopped it off.
Yeah. Speaking about doctors and things like that, Jack, I'm going to tell the folks maybe a little later on. Real interesting story about Jack James and a nurse.
Uh-oh.
Stick around for that one.
113 for Sharon Johnson.
When I heard that story, I couldn't believe it. That's right, 113. And I don't mean the 113.
No, Michelle Lang, she's open on her mark.
Well,
not bad. Play that red band, that one is up high. That will push that other one that's on the side there. Push it over the other side. I don't know if it'll take out the 7, but it'll go across anyway.
there it is.
She got it
Right on the nose, yeah.
Set it up for a good 10.
Yeah, she got 6 on her mark, so rolling along pretty well.
What's her at? 97? 9. 106 for 9. So if she gets 8 in this box, it will put her in second place.
Yeah.
By 1 pin. Of course, this is only the first string of this 2-string affair.
This is going to be a great setup. And it's getting better. Wait long enough, Michelle. Big strike for Michelle Lelaine going out. The first string now has a chance to get a dinner for 2 from the folks at Swiss Chalet in Sackville. They're on Sackville Drive there. She nails this one. She and a friend can go and have dinner for 2. See if she can do it.
Yes.
Good hit.
Get
Oh,
over.
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
What a finish.
Boy,
All right.
got to be impressed with that.
She's happy. Nice smile there.
Sir. So Michelle Lelaine picks up the dinner for 2 from the folks at Swiss
Now all of a sudden,
Chalet.
the pressure is on Sharon Johnson and Jennifer Cameron.
Absolutely. Is there a triple in the works here? Who
Oh,
knows? off to the left-hand side. Not too
23.
much. He said, "Now is that it? So I throw it enough." That's a great finish by Michelle
129.
Lane. Beautiful finish from Michelle Lane, coming on strong with a double, with a strike and then the strike on it in the 10th frame to finish with an excellent 129. We're going to come back at least and look at all the scores here and get set up for the second string, and we'll do that right after this.
Need a bigger wave to surf? If you are not receiving channels like TBS, Teletoon, Comedy Network, or Family, what are you waiting for? 8 different trips to be won. Disney World, Universal Studios, Daytona 500, NHL All-Star Games, Ski Whistler, BC, Just for Laughs, and Atlanta, plus daily instant prizes. Call to order these channels today. If you're already receiving these channels, thank you. You're automatically entered. The special TV sweepstakes. Call now 1-888-246-3338 and order these channels today.
Hi, honey. What are you doing?
Homework with my friends. Aren't I supposed to?
Just called to say hi, that's all.
Family, isn't it about time?
Dad, that's so cool.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
And welcome back once again to the Woodside Bowlrama. We're at the halfway mark. It's the 6th match in the first round of the Ladies Singles Candlepin Championship. Bruce Stephen along with Jack James. And Jack, let's go right to the scoreboard and take a look at the numbers at the halfway mark, and we'll see a great finish by Michelle Lane.
Very
it doesn't
good.
really show it there, Jack, but she went out with a strike and then a strike on that strike.
That's right, and we're looking at Michelle Slay, who's bowling leadoff, and she is the birthday girl. And like you say, she was 25 today. She bowled 121, so she's four pins off her birthday. But a fine game there by Michelle Slay with, for this first string at 125. And then you look at Jennifer Cameron, who I picked for second, never hit a mark. Or I'm sorry, she had one mark. She finished with 95. That's not good for Jennifer. And then you got Sharon Johnson, who bowled a fine game of 113. And then Michelle Lalang finished with a double strike for a fine game of 129. She's our leader right now. I picked her for fourth. Of course, she's our leader.
Absolutely. And Michelle in the 10th getting the strike, then another strike on that strike, picks up dinner for 2 from the folks at Swiss Chalet out in Sackville Drive in Sackville. We also would like to give you a copy of my book, Thy Kingdom Come. There it is. Fictional novel that came out this year, and you can get a free copy of that. We're going to give away 30 in total. We've given away at least, 5 so far. We've got 25 more to give away. All you have to do is drop us a line. There is the address. Drop us a line, a card, or a postcard. Bowling for Books, Suite 100-145. It's 1600 Bedford Highway, Bedford, Nova Scotia, B4A1E8. Drop us a line and tell us a little bit about the show, and we'll put your name in. We're drawing for 1 book every week, so we start all over again each week, so apply each week, and who knows, we'll have that coming out into the mail to you before too long. Let's go back to the bowling in this match now. Match number 6, back to the top of the order once again. Michelle Slade's up to bowl through the first couple of frames here and start off this second half of the match.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, it is. Her birthday today.
Good ball. Get over.
Big hit there. She's going to get that. What a great start for Michelle Lane.
I'm going to keep singing to her.
Man. Right now, Jack, the bowlers you picked for 4th and 3rd are burning up the lanes.
Yeah. And she stuck a little bit on that ball there when she delivered it, but double.
Dinner's gone already.
It's a tough shot. Now, this is a type of shot you either got to hit thick or thin and bring it off the wall. She gets this as a bonus. It's a tough shot. Good count.
Well, she got 8 on the strike. Missed a chance to pick a bonus pin up there. But not a bad start to the second string at all. Fighting it a little bit there, though.
26 for 2. That's a good start for the birthday girl.
Now, Jennifer Cameron.
Got to get it going early.
Yep. Excellent bowler who struggled a little bit here. Get some help there. Late action.
Good setup.
Yep.
Coming up, it's going to freeze, I believe, but she's got to be on the front pin on the right side. Stay wooden pin at the same time.
Got it.
How am I doing so far?
Well, you didn't do very good there because that one was frozen. She didn't hit the pin. She hit the dead wood. And because it was frozen, took the pin. But I didn't want to say that.
Were you talking to somebody?
If it had been me, you wouldn't have said that.
No, that's right.
Not.
Anyway, it's a spare.
It sure is.
And that's what she needs. She's got a good 8-pin
Oh, this is going to
break.
be a great setup here.
Okay, I won't say a word.
Uh-oh. Wood's on the move, Jack.
What are you telling me for?
Thought it was going to stay there.
It's your call.
Well, she can come off the nose to at least the end of the wood. I don't know if she can get by or not.
Yes, she can get by. There's the end of the wood now.
Or she get a little too high in the,
she
too deep in the wood.
The wood
Yes,
was
she
absolutely no good.
The
You
wood was
fool.
good.
You kidding me?
Show us the replay on that, folks, and slow it down and freeze it right when the ball hits the dead wood, please.
That wood was absolutely no good. That's what she wanted to
There
do.
it is, the 10.
Well, that's a good start for her, 28.
Yeah.
She'd like to head that one, but however, you know,
Sharon Johnson's up.
and she is 16 pins in a second.
Yes, she is. So she's got to get it going right now.
Well, I mean, she's throwing a good ball. She had 4 spears the first string. 5 box in there didn't help her. Got
No.
good action right here. The 129, 128, I should say. Good coverage on the 8.
Nice piece of wood in there.
You're saying it's the routine?
Well, you got to hit the shot, but if she hits it, it'll go. Didn't hit the shot. A little too fine in the front.
I don't think so.
You tell me she made the shot, now, Jack?
She hit it, and she should have had it.
I told you, I've got a story to tell you about Jack and the nurse.
Good 10.
I'll tell you that in a minute.
What, do you sit home dreaming about me all night or what?
Jack, this is your life.
Okay. One life to
I
turn.
have sources that tell me these things. Although it took me a while to find out about this one, because this was, I guess, a couple of years ago this happened. Tell you the story. Jack was over at the hospital in Halifax. Went into the changing room there, and the nurse said,
Good shot.
That was
Oh,
a great
geez,
shot for
beautiful.
Sharon Johnson. As soon as I start telling the stories, all kinds of things happen here, Jack.
That's the kind of shot she'll make.
That's a great shot for Sharon Johnson. We'll get back to that, Jack. We're not going to forget about this story.
Now,
Michelle Lelaine is up now.
She
Remember?
finished strong in that
Yes, she
first
did.
string. Dinner for 2, and
Yeah,
another good ball. Look out.
right on the front end, but look at that 5-pin do the moonwalk.
Your call.
I'm going to play the pin off the end of the wood. The ball will take the 10, and the other pin will spin back and take the 6 and the 5.
I say the red bands, you got them all.
Okay.
How's that?
Well, she didn't get the red band, Jack.
Oh, replay. Give us
She
a
got the end of the wood as near as I could see.
replay, please.
But who cares? It's a spare, says Michelle. She knew where to play it. Boy, she is on a tear right now.
Yeah.
She got 7 bonus pins there.
Another good setup. 1, 3, 10. Hits us on the outside. This has possibility of not going.
This is about as wired as they get, Jack.
She split it and got it. Beautiful shot. Happy birthday to you.
Somebody stepped on the cat's tail again. This is Michelle Slade, who's bowling well.
I want that to fall, really. Well, of course, it's not too bad. The wood's frozen on the 6-pin. Try and hit that 1 pin on the outside and drive the ball right straight back. She did and missed it by a fraction.
So anyway, Jack goes into the room with the nurse, and the nurse says, okay, Mr. James, if you wouldn't mind stripping down to the waist. And the next thing, the nurse came running out of the room screaming and hollering, and doctor went rushing in and said, what's going on? And Jack said, I don't know. He told me to strip to the waist. The doctor said, yeah, but from the top down, Jack, not from the feet up.
Oh, where are you getting this material? Who's your writer?
They still talk about that over at the hospital in Halifax, Jack. That's a good cleanup there from Michelle Slade.
Who wrote the book for you?
I did.
You what?
I did.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I made sure you got a copy. Good looking book, isn't it?
It is a very nice book. Good
Pick it
spirit
up and-
chance here for Michelle.
A little plug in here. You can pick that up in stores in Nova Scotia, PEI, or New Brunswick.
You can't get it in the United States?
Can't get it in the U.S. yet.
This is Canadian content?
Oh, it's Canadian content, all right.
Good 9.
Good hit, 9. So Michelle will sit down after going to 45, 5 over par to go along with her 121. She's cruising in good shape.
Yeah.
Now Jennifer Cameron's up. She opened with a spare with an 8 on it, then a 10. I can keep it going now with marks.
Yes, but
Got a couple here.
Every second box, get a spare, and be great shape.
Big hit. Oh, man.
She's had that break a couple of times.
She has.
2 pins together. One thing about this, the 6 and 9, you know, you hit the 6, you can just chop it right out of there.
Yeah.
Leave the back pin, but
That's
lovely.
it.
She threw that with confidence.
Yes, sir. So at least Jennifer Cameron picks up her second mark in the opening 3 frames here.
That's what she's got to do.
Yeah.
Every 2 boxes she's up there, she's got to get 1 box, she's got to get a mark. Keep applying the pressure. Don't want to get down too many pins.
Oh.
4 on it.
Only 3, actually.
Right you are.
But then, who's counting? That's tough for Jennifer. She wanted to load that up and get another one. 7 days from now, Jack, we've got an interesting show. Gerda Kirchhoff is going to be here. Former champion Georgina Rayfuse will also be on that show. Chris Archibald from Dartmouth and Helen Sloan-White. Should be a real interesting show. 7 days
what
from
a
now.
9.
Nice
Lovely
try,
9.
almost 10.
That's a 9. It's not almost 10. It's a 9.
Almost 10.
How did you almost get 10?
You see that wood flying around the 10 pin?
Yeah, but it was coming up towards the lane.
Well, it can knock the pin down whether it's coming or going. There's no rules, Jack, that says it has to be going in a certain direction. This is Sharon Johnson.
She's on a spare.
Yes, she is. She's got 7. She's left herself, I would say, a tough spare chance. Jack wouldn't agree with me.
Only tough in your eyes.
That's a tough shot.
No.
Well, there's a little piece of wood in there behind now.
That's not a tough shot at all.
That's tough.
No.
How many times you see that pin driven right back between the 2 pins?
If she hits this full, she's got it. She hits it fine. She's going to get it. It'll come off the wall and clean them right up.
But what if she hits it only half full? Then she's going to get either the 8 or the 9. What if she hits the wood? She's only going to get the 8. All right, Sharon, that was a tough shot.
No.
Well, that's an 8 for Sharon Johnson. Sharon, 17 pins out of second right now. And the gal in second, Michelle Lelaine, is open on a mark, so she really has to get something going here. One, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Say what?
Excuse me.
Please do not adjust your sets. Well. Just to the right of the red band, he said. Or off the other end.
Off the
Let
left.
the ball do the work. Michelle Lelaine is
That
up
was-
now.
that
Open
was-
on a spare. Excuse me, a spare.
That was a terrible call by you.
It was?
Yes. Left all the way.
Just I don't know my left and my right, Jack.
I believe
It's a big mark here now. If Michelle can load this one up, she
she
can really.
will.
She gets 7 on it. Up with this shot with the wood, Jack.
Tough shot.
Yeah, it is.
Excuse me.
Well, you're gonna be all right.
No. I play almost on the nose.
I think
Missed
she
it
was going
cleanly.
that way. Oh, look
Oh.
at that. It did come back and take the 5. So a good 10 for Michelle there.
44 for 3. I've got her.
Yep.
Comes right back on the
Yeah.
front end. There's my lovely spear down there, the 245.
7 on that mark. Michelle moves back into first place in that seesaw battle between her and the other Michelle, that being Michelle Slade, and she
Great
marks
shot.
again.
All right.
Does Michelle Lelaine. Boy, I'd be impressed with this performance. 4 frames in the second string, just 6 frames to go. We're going to take another look at the numbers, but Michelle Lelaine and Michelle Slade continue to pour it on, and that's not good news at all for Jennifer Cameron or Sharon Johnson as they try to make up some ground and try to snag second place, but it's going to be tough. Jack James will
Well, you look
the
at
numbers.
Michelle Slay, who I picked for third. She's bowling very well. She's at 166 for 14 boxes. 121 the first string. She's at 45 for 4 this string. And then you look at Jennifer Cameron, who's had 2 marks in this very early in this second string. She's at 50, I believe. She's at 145. She's in pretty good shape. And Sharon Johnson is also at 45. She's at 158. Very good shape with 6 boxes remaining. And then you look at your leader, Michelle Lelaine. She's at 40. I can't see that. 44. 54. I'm sorry. 51 in open. She's at 183. Our leader, and in very good shape. And I, of course, you might know I picked her for 4th. So she should finish first. But
With the
overall,
kiss on
it's good. It's going to be a good 6 boxes coming home.
Well, it is. And I tell you what's really interesting, Jack, is really that battle for second, because Sharon Johnson is only 8 pins out behind Michelle Slade. And, of course, they have 6 frames to go, so a lot can happen there, but we'll keep our eye on that battle. And don't count out Jennifer Cameron. She can string them out, too. Let's go back to the bowling.
Oh, excuse me.
As Jack kind of gets rid of that fur ball. Michelle Slade back up on the approach. Feeling a little pressure now from Sharon Johnson.
Something in that water. Good ball.
Oh, man.
Just off.
Now, if I had said that, good ball, and that happened,
I'd be right
you'd all
over
over me like a cheap suit.
Oh, yeah.
But see how nice I am to you, Jack? I didn't say, hey, you really blew it that time, Jack. Or, what are you, blind? Or,
She got a good 10 here.
yes, she does. Redeemed yourself, Jack. That is a big 10, too, for Michelle Slade.
See, I think you're a coward. You won't call no shots. That dirty, rotten coward.
Look at this. Woo, direct those. Okay, we'll call this one, Jack.
Alrighty.
I think she wants to be right on that pin out in front. She can use the pin on the right-hand side for a little guide. How's that?
Okay, that's a good. Wow. If she misses this altogether, she still gets it.
She's got to hit either the wood or the pin. Of course, she did. Big mark for Michelle Slade.
The birthday girl is coming again.
Yes, she sure is. Now, see what Jennifer Cameron can do. She has 6 frames left to go in this match. This is a bowler who can really string them out.
She's got to start.
She's got a couple in this string. Just the other guys are picking them up also. It's hard to make up ground.
You know.
There's a good hit, but tough lead with a diamond shot. really tough for Jennifer
6,
Cameron.
yeah.
That's just not her game at all. Well,
Need to mark. Nice, good action. All right. Dave's the 1 and 8. Oh, I don't know. The way that wood is situated there, I don't know how she can get that 8, but anything could happen. The head pin could come off the sideboard here and take it out. Are you paying attention? No, you're not.
I certainly am. I'm just going to tell you, though, that
The 8 was tough.
Jennifer Cameron and Paul Burkett in the mixed competition in round number 1 had a 129 and a 131 for a 260 total, which wasn't bad at all.
No, not at all. 9 for Jennifer Cameron.
Yep. They made it on to quarterfinal play, but it ended there. Now, Sharon Johnson trying to chase down Michelle Slade, but she saw Michelle pick up that spare a moment ago.
Yeah.
So Sharon has to come back with a mark or two here. Up that way.
This is not a bad shot on these pins. They're all in the bunch. She can get on the Brooklyn side here. They're the 1 and 2. This spear will go very quickly.
She's still 8 pins out of second, but Michelle in second is open on a mark. A couple of big pins here for Sharon.
No, she can't be doing that.
And with
Daddy.
that, Jack, she slips 10 pins behind plus what Michelle gets on her mark.
Well, she's making it very tough for herself. It's a good shot for her, though, with the ball she throws.
Just off the front end. Sits up a chance at 10 here. 7 might be a problem, Jack.
No, give her 10. Clean your glasses when we're doing this
That
shot.
was for your benefit, Jack. See?
Well, she hit it on the nose, but I mean, it was a setup for 10.
Okay, let's go to Michelle Elaine once again. She is our leader. She is open on the spare. Cruising along very nicely. 3 spares in the opening 4 frames here. She had 3 marks in the closing 4 frames, including a strike on a strike.
Ooh, very
And
good
a
hit.
10.
She'll count 5 on her mark.
Yeah. Wood coming back to tuck in behind.
This shot has gone very, very fast. Watch it.
I disagree.
Okay.
I know, she didn't hit it right.
A little on the outside.
I figured she had to be on the 6 pin, Jack, and then because that wood wasn't frozen.
6 pin. Well, why?
Well,
If the
it's
wood
still
wasn't
there.
thrown, why would she be on the 6 pin?
I said she had to be on the 6 pin. The wood wasn't frozen. If the wood was frozen, then she could have driven it across. It would have kicked back before it went across and took out the 6 pin.
You lost me.
I know, Jack. It's quite technical, but
Oh, gee.
oh, Jacko.
Okay.
We're gonna
Left of the red band, and hopefully she can throw the 2 over onto the 10. The ball will continue on and take out the 4-7.
all right.
She went right
Yeah,
and
right on
almost
the
got.
red band. She got right on the red band, though.
I said she went right,
Right.
right,
I'm agreeing with you. Right.
right. Okay.
There's the
9.
9 for Michelle Elaine. Well, there are 4 frames per bowler to come. Michelle Slade is up now, open on a mark. She has an 11-pin lead over Sharon Johnson, plus what she gets here. So she could take a big step, Jack, into moving on to quarterfinal
And
play
she
by
will.
loading this up here. Going to get 7 on it and leaves the 1, 2, 4.
Good 7.
Yep.
65. I get her at 72. 72 for 6. Pulling very well. Another good spare chance right here with the 1, 2, 4.
Yeah. time studying this one.
Well, she knows it.
Oh, man.
That happens a lot.
Played it on the outside.
What do you mean played her on the outside? That was on the inside. She split the 1 and 2. Left the 4.
Well, I'll have to confess and give you that one, Jack, because normally I watch the monitor. That time I looked down the lane.
Well, I think you should be looking down the lane.
I'll be taking you down the alley in a minute.
You got your brother with you? Good hit.
Oh, baby. Not too good a leave there, Jack.
What's wrong with that? This shot is gone very quickly. Watch this shot now. Don't,
Where-
don't look at the monitor. Look
No,
down.
where's she going to play it?
Right, just off the nose.
I see 2 noses there, Jack. Oh, yeah, that's it.
She didn't quite get on the inside, but it was a good try. Don't be hitting me on.
One for the good guys. Okay.
It's a good 9.
Ah, Jack.
91 for 8.
Jennifer Cameron up. Hard luck bowler in this one so far. 4 frames to go. Pretty struggled. Although she does have 2 marks in the second string. She has 3 marks in total.
She needs 2 here. She's got to leave 1 open. Come on, work.
If she gets the diamond, she'll get the 7.
That's the bucket shot.
Yep.
So you say she's going to get the 5, eh?
She's going to get the what?
5 pin.
I said if she gets the diamond, she'll get the 7. She got the diamond, and the 7 was the last one to go. Woohoo!
Don't be. Your head is full of air.
Let's see if Jennifer can load this one up. You know, strike would be good here.
No, just a good count. Need some action. Well, that's not bad, 6. She's got to spare this out.
Yeah, that's a tough leave. The only good thing is she has good coverage on the 7. It's going to be tough to get the 6 and the 9.
No, it ain't. On the inside of the front pin,
She got the 1 and the 9, but there's the 6.
she had a little fall. It was a
Still
good
there.
try.
If she gets one of these 2, she'll have picked up 5 bonus pins in the last couple of frames.
No, looks like an 8.
Yes, it is. Sharon Johnson up now. Sharon trying to track down Michelle Slade. She's 17 pins behind with 4 frames to go. Well, he's trying to track down Michelle Lane. No, Michelle Slade. Sorry about that.
Look out.
Well, chance to mark.
You said the word. The magic word is chance. This is a tough shot. If she
Yeah, it
splits
is.
it,
I'll
she'll
leave
get,
the
she'll get it off the wall.
Oh,
She missed it cleanly, but if she hits it dead on, she'll leave the 5.
for those of you who've just joined us, we're late in this match. It's the 6th match in our first round series.
There's an 8 for Sharon Johnson.
We've got Michelle Slade, Jennifer Cameron, Sharon Johnson, who you're looking at now, and Michelle Lane. Johnson fighting here, trying to grab at least 2nd place. It's not coming easy.
No.
Nope. Boy. Big to mark here, Jack. Set herself up coming home, but
That's right.
not going to be easy. Next week, Gerda Kirchhoff will be here. Also a former champion in Georgina Rayfuse down from Windsor, Nova Scotia. Helen Sloan White's coming across the harbor from Halifax, and Chris Archibald from Dartmouth.
It's a good 9 there for Sharon Johnson.
Well, once again, we go back to the top of the order. It's Michelle Slade to finish off her 2nd of 2 strings, and See if she can hang on. She has a 20-pin lead now over Sharon Johnson. A couple of 10s even, Jack, would be real big, but she might get 10 here with 2 balls. Tricky wood, though.
No. I can't believe you said that. Are you kidding me? That's what they say on TV. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, it almost was.
It's
Did
gone.
you see that?
It's gone.
2 pieces of wood came off the kickback in front of the 7. The other one touched it, turned it back into the 7. That was tricky wood.
You're great after the fact.
That was tricky wood.
Did you ever
All
work,
right.
Did you ever work with Colombo?
Well, I tell you what, this is a what?
Did you ever work with Colombo? Just the facts, just the facts. 6 on it.
I think I hope I did. You're getting me all confused here, Jack.
You were
I think I may have called Michelle Lelaine Michelle Slade. But, of course, it's Michelle Lelaine up on the lane. Then we'll see Michelle Slade. And there's the 9. So things going well for Michelle
101
Lelaine. As she sits down, couple of frames to go. We'll take a look at the numbers and bring you down the home stretch, Jack. And this is a little tough road to hoe for Jennifer Cameron. She's well off the pace with 2 frames to go.
Yes.
And Sharon Johnson's got a shot, but she's 20 out. It doesn't look real good for her. Jennifer Cameron's 28 off. As we take a look at the numbers, it is not going to be easy for either bowler to make up ground on Michelle Slade, Jack.
Well, Michelle Slade right now is at 212. She's sitting in very, very good shape. I picked her for 3rd. She is a dark horse, and she's having a birthday today, or 25 years old. She's in very, very good shape with 2 boxes remaining, so 1 mark will clinch it for her for going on the next round. And then, like you say, Jennifer Cameron is in very, very tough. Right now she's down about 28 pins. She needs a double strike and hope the other girls will fall for her, so it's going to be tough for Jennifer Cameron, who I picked for 2nd. But anyway, it's not over until it's over, as Yogi Bear would say. And then Sharon Johnson, who's down 20 pins, she's at 192, and she's got to get back on the front pin. She's down 20, like you say, and the other girls have got to drop a few pins for her to have a chance. And Michelle Lelaine is, I should say I picked Sharon Johnson for 1st. Michelle Lelaine is, I picked for 4th. So like I said, she should win it with, she's at 230 and 101 for 8. So she's in very, very good shape, and I don't think that she will be denied. So it's up. Sharon Johnson does have the best shot. Jennifer Cameron, I don't know unless she can throw a double.
Pins, but
yeah.
Well, we've said this before, and not to belabor the point, but we saw Peggy Glenn pick up 35 pins in 2 frames several weeks ago, so it certainly can happen. Well, let's go back to Michelle Slade then. She will get up and maybe decide her own fate here. Of course, the good news, if you're Sharon Johnson and Jennifer Cameron, is, well, maybe she'll drop a few pins and it'll make it a little easier.
Right you are again.
But thank you. Hello, is Jack there?
Good hit.
That is. That's a pretty good setup, too.
That's a tremendous setup. Now,
I don't think we have to comment on this, do we? This is pretty routine.
No, I'll tell you right now, she won't get to 10.
She what? Oh, my God, Jack. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It kills me to say it, but pretty good call, partner. Oh, well, but you know what she did do, though, Jack? She got 10, and that's important with Sharon Johnson, 20 pins out. Yeah.
So she gets another 10. Sharon Johnson's going to need strike, spear, strike.
Right on.
She can do it. Well, she's definitely going to get 10, I think. She's got 2 balls to get 2 pins.
Yeah.
This spear will put a lot of added pressure to the other bowlers. Happy birthday to you. I'm Elmer Fudd singing, eh? Happy birthday to you.
Now she got 1. It makes that pin just a little bit more.
No, she'll drive that out. No.
Okay. Well, she dropped a single pin, which means Sharon's has 19 pins back. And this lady, Jennifer Cameron, is 27
Well, she
back.
finished with 110 for a total of 231.
Yeah.
That's one of my 230s that I predicted.
Yes, you did. You said it would take 230 or better to win, to get in, I think. Did you not?
Yes, I did say that, sir. Now, do you want to know the price of gold?
Another tough break for Jennifer Cameron there off the side. Might have got a little bit more. Not a lot of luck. Not unlike Jack. We haven't had, certainly in the area of love, Jack, we haven't had a lot of luck. Jack said, I'm unlucky in love. He said,
Yeah.
my first girlfriend left me and my second one didn't. I just can't win.
Oh, man.
Oh, through
There's
the
an
hole. 8.
She's at 97 for 9, and she has to strike out. She said if I was playing softball, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Of course, I
Gets on the front end.
put the kiss of death on her. I picked her for second.
Yeah.
You know.
What do we have? Sharon Johnson, 27 pins back now.
Well, you're the
A
professor.
couple of frames to go.
Good shot out of her, girl. She's going to finish strong for Jennifer Cameron. Nice spare. Oh, I'm sorry. She's still got the 10 pin. I got to look at this monitor more often. I thought she had it.
I was thinking of Jennifer Cameron. She was 27 pins back when she started. Of course, Sharon Johnson, 19 pins that she gets up now. 19 pins behind Michelle Slade. So let's say spare strike or strike spare.
Jennifer Cameron
And a
ended up with
9 on it.
106 for a total of 201. Look out.
A big hit.
Oh,
Oh,
that-
baby. Not going to get any help there at all.
That 9 pin failed and pushed that wood right out of there.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That is really tough.
No, if anybody can make it, she can.
How many times have you seen that shot made?
Once. Maybe.
That's about it, isn't it? It's a tough one,
Yeah.
but it has been made. You're right there. Well, Sharon gets the job done.
Now she needs strike, spare, strike.
Yeah. Or a spare strike, strike. Not.
Whatever, you're the boss. You can call it.
Ain't going to happen for Sharon Johnson here. Her
No.
road to the championship is going to end. And that's too bad. It's a good one. However,
Yeah. Gee, we lost a lot of powerful bowlers this first round.
yeah.
Betty Kelly, and Carolyn Goss.
Another rookie is going to move on too. That'll make what, 4 now.
Yeah, there's a 9
Looking
for.
at a quarterfinal play.
I told you this was the year of the rookie. And
Absolutely, boy, you got to be impressed.
98.
Michelle Slade getting in, and Michelle Elaine. She's not a rookie, but moving on. If you watch Michelle Elaine, I've been really impressed with her, Jack. She's bowled well.
Yes.
Almost from the
211 there for Sharon Johnson. 113 and a 98. Another 8 for Sharon Lolaine.
Michelle Elaine, she gets the 8 there, Jack, but
Michelle, I should
not
say.
to be concerned. She's well on her way now at 238 total with a frame to come. Michelle Slade at 231. I tell you, partner, you called it off the top. Got to take a 230 to get in. Well, I guess it wouldn't have really. Somebody could have tossed a 212 to get in if they would have beat Sharon Johnson. But you are right in the fact the 2 bowlers did bowl over 230.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Do you want to buy a 649?
Yeah.
Good
Took
try.
the single pin there. Final ball of this match now. After this, we'll just have 2 matches to go in the opening round, Jack, before we get to quarterfinal play. And with that, single pin gives 7 to Michelle Lelaine.
116.
But she finishes very strong, as Jack says, with the 116. She looked very, very strong, and I was very impressed also with Michelle Lelaine. This is a bowler making her first appearance in front of our camera. She picked up 3 spares and a strike in the opening game and started the second string with a strike, then had a spare in the 6th. Looked very, very strong, putting together that 231, the 110, and the 221. So Michelle Slade, as a rookie, a 5-pin bowler from originally New Brunswick, been bowling candlepin for 11 years. She moves on to quarterfinal play also with Michelle Lelaine. But all in all, Jack, pretty interesting match.
Very interesting match. And the birthday girl, of course, Michelle Slay, I picked for 3rd. Finished 2nd with a fine game of 121 to open and 110 for 231. And excellent bowling by Michelle Slay. And Jennifer Cameron, who I picked for 2nd, finished at 201. She come up 4th, and she had a couple breaks earlier that she missed, Bruce, like 8-pin breaks and 2 pins together that she missed. But however, it's good bowling. You know, nothing wrong with 201, but she was just in tough today. And Sharon Johnson, who I thought dominated the crowd here today, I picked her for 1st. She had a good opening string of a 113, 98 the 2nd string for a total of 211. She finished 3rd. Of course, I did pick her for 1st. And then Michelle Lelaine, who really stole the show on the 1st string and the dinner, I might say, at the Swiss Chalet. With the double strike there and finishing up this 1st string with 129 and 116 for a 245 total. Very good bowling by the 2 Michelles.
Absolutely. So that is the situation then. Week number 6 in our competition. Next week we move to week number 7. Second last week in the singles opening round competition. Next week, Gerda Kirchhoff will be here. Georgina Rayfuse will also be here. Helen Slon-White will join them. And so will Chris Archibald. That's the lineup for